everybody, Mr. M, and it's time for Fundations. Remember last lesson, I had you guys try to figure out the spellings for words before I showed them to you. Today we're going to do this the other way around. Today I'm going to show you some words, and I want you to tell me what those words say. These are mostly going to be words that we're learning this week. Okay, and you're going to be able to recognize which those are, right? Okay, well, let's see. What does this say? Ran. Is that a word from this week, or is that an older word? That's from this week. How would we know that? How do we know that this one is, what's the ending? It's that glued sound, A-N, an, right? No. So what are the two glued sounds we're learning this week? An, and another one that sounds a little like it. Am, right. So then, what if this word, instead of an an, had an am? What word would that be? Ram. Very good. Okay. Now, is that from this week? Yep, because that has the am, same am ending, so that's how you remember that. All right. How about this word? Man. Okay, what if we changed the M to an N? Oh, what happened to the to the N? It became uppercase. So if it's uppercase, what do we know about this word? It's a name. Nan. Yes. I had a relative named Nan. Short for something. I don't know what. And what about this word? Van. What's a van? A van is kind of like a small truck. Very good. It's in one piece. What about this? Dan. Oh, what's that first letter? What does it happen to the D? It's uppercase, so this is a what? This is a name, Dan, short for Daniel, usually. And what about this word? How does this word? This should be a sight word. The. Is that one of the words that we're just learning this week? No, it is not. It is not one of our trick words from this week, although it is a trick word. It is not one of our other words because it does not end in an or am. Very good. Okay, how about this word? Miss. Is that from this week? Nope. It does not end in an. In fact, what does it end in? Two letters, two of the same letter. What's that called? Bonus letter. Very good. So that's not from this week, right? Because we learned about bonus letters a while ago. All right. How about this word? This is a short word. Am. What does that mean? Am. It means to be, I am, you are. That is, I am. And this word? Also short. An. Is this one of our words from this week? Well, yes. It's a glued word. Glued sound. The whole word is the glued sound this time. An. Alright, and is that from this week? Yes, it is. That's an an word. We talked about that this week. One more. What is this? Ben. What do we know about this word based on the first letter? It's a name. Ben. B-E-N. Very good. Alright, guys, hang on. Alright, how about this word right here? Does. We've talked about this word before. Why? This is one of our trick words that we talked about, right? And what if we cover up the ES? What is this word? Do. This is also a trick word because what does O usually sound like? Does O usually sound like ooh? Nope. Does in this. It's a trick word and you should know it all the time because we use do all the time. Do your homework, do the laundry, do your spelling words. This is what I do. I teach. That's what I do. What do you do? What do you want to do when you grow up? We use do all the time. We use do not. Do or do not. There is no try. You know who said that? It was Yoda. Anyway. Okay. How about this? Does Maria like candy? Which is the word Maria? Point to it. Very good. Let's scoop these together. Can you read these in the scoops together? Read them out loud. There's two, so read the first one. Does Maria, and read the second one. Like candy. Very good. Does Maria like candy? Good. Okay. Now you're going to write these words down. Do you have paper? If you don't have paper, pause this and go get it. Paper and a pencil. You should always have paper ready for foundations, just in case. Ready? Got it? Okay, unpause it. Oh. You must have unpaused it. You know, we say that. Okay. So, write down the word. Have. Write down the word. If you're not done, you can pause this and play it when you're ready to spell the next word. Do. Does. From. Okay. Those are all what? Those are all trick words. Those are all trick words from this week. There you go. Okay, everybody. That's it for now. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to write down some spellings of a bunch of words. Actually, I'm going to show you these now. Have, do, does, from. Did you get all those right? I hope so. Because tomorrow, I'm going to have you spell some words again, and this time I want you to send me the answers. You don't have to send me these answers that you wrote down today. This was just for practice. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to spell some words, and maybe even a sentence, and you're going to send me what you wrote so I can see how well you're doing, okay? All right, bye. So what are these two words? They look alike, huh? They start out alike. Do and does. What's the difference? What do they mean? What's the difference between run and runs? What's the difference between eat and eats? Do is something that you do all the time. Eats, does. You say Bryant does his work on time. But if I were talking to you and telling you what to do, Bryant, do your work on time. Or Bryant, did you do your work on time? Okay. So this is the spelling of do, and this is the spelling of does. And they come from the same word, even though they're said differently. It's not do's, it's does. Why? It's just how they made it. Okay.